ball game.
Keenan over to Overding. Check it, Dietrich. Now Paul hands it to Mike Gale. Gale in traffic. Keenan shot it over Elvin Hayes. And San Antonio by 5. Keenan scored 11 points this quarter. Unsell lobs it for Hayes. He's fouled. And that time, with the fronting tactic of Kobe Dietrich, the Bullets rolled Hayes to the basket, and Unsell lobbed it to him. Hayes will get 2 shots. That is only 14 fouls, San Antonio, so no penalty shot as Bobby Dandridge is returned. And Ballard is going to sit down.
Fouls will play an important part in this game with Dandridge and Gravy both in foul trouble for the Bullets.
Elvin Hayes gets another. No penalty shot. 73-68 San Antonio. And Keenan a rebound. What a game Keenan is playing. Gervin against Dandridge. What a shot by Gervin. And these Spurs now have a 7-point lead in the third period. Minute 55 to play in the period. Dandridge got it to Larry Wright. Rebound to Billy Paul. From San Antonio running. Good running club. Unsell blocked it. What a defensive play by Unsell. 75-68. Dandridge bullseye. That's a 4-point play. Gervin had a layup block, and the Bullets got 2 the other way. 75-70 San Antonio. A minute 30 to play in the third period. Keenan to Billy Paul. Gervin. And the basket good, he's fouled, and Gervin really warming up.
He's putting on some kind of show as he drops in his 34th point. CJ had no other opportunity but just try to bang him defensively, and he came up with the foul. The question is, how long can George Gervin last? He took a turnaround jump shot right in CJ's face to drop a possible three-pointer.
Gervin now looking for the three-point play. 77-70. San Antonio. 78-70 San Antonio. Biggest lead. Dandridge on the back line with Larry Wright. Check it. Charles Johnson in there on the back line. Ballard back in the game for Hayes. Ballard, tough shot. Double team. 78-72 San Antonio with a minute 3 to play in the third period. Keenan against Ballard. Missed the shot. Gervin. Big follow. 80-72 San Antonio, 34 for Gervin. Dandridge to Larry Wright with 41 seconds. Dandridge wants the ball. Larry Wright. 80-74. San Antonio by 6 with 31 seconds.
So there will be a last shot by both teams unless San Antonio can rebound or come up with a loose ball turnover here.
Billy Paul. And San Antonio is red hot. Bullets down by 8 again with 15 seconds. Charles Johnson. Johnson with the big guy, shot it over.
Stay tuned for more of Game 7 of the 1979 Eastern Conference Finals when the greatest games continues.
Welcome back to Game 7 of the 1979 Eastern Conference Finals between the Washington Bullets and San Antonio Spurs. My guests are Hall of Famer George Gervin. He told me to emphasize that. Hall of Famer and Bobby Dandridge. You expected a physical game. You knew you were going to get it because they were going to use the body on you. So no surprises?
No surprises. I mean, I kept going into the middle, and I kept running to Elvin Hayes and Wes Unsell, Bobby leaning on me, and, you know, they got somebody else on me. So I knew it was going to be tough on me.
But they didn't have the bangers like you guys had. So did you expect a physical series from them?
No, not really. We expected them to try to finesse us, and we knew that the only way that we could counter that was to beat up on them. Plus, they were younger. So, so that was our only alternative, was to be physical with them.
The Bullets kept you on the perimeter. They didn't let you use the trademark finger roll. Did that frustrate you?
Well, I mean, it kind of frustrated me, but, you know, they've been beating me all game. So, you know, it wasn't unexpected. And really, my trademark was a jump shot, too, and a mid-range jumper.
You had every shot. What about the defense philosophy for you guys? Was it let George get his and make sure nobody else got theirs?
Oh, no. Whoever was assigned to George just had to try to rise to that occasion. But we tried different people on him depending on who was in foul trouble, depending on what phase of the game we were in. But primarily, we just tried to play him tough man-to-man defense and try to keep fresh guys coming in on him.
He's laughing over here. San Antonio has held the lead for most of the second half. Now, as we pick up the game early in the fourth quarter, the Bullets are hoping to make a move.
9-point San Antonio lead. 8:45 to play in the game. Everything on the line now. Larry Wright blocked off. Charles Johnson, Bobby Dandridge over Paultz. Bobby Dandridge. 90-83, and Dandridge now with 28 points, and he starts to warm up again. Gervin with Charles Johnson. The Iceman. Is he something? Gervin. San Antonio by 9. 8:15 to play in the game. Larry Wright with the ball. Elvin Hayes. He draws the double team. Larry Wright from 20. Bullseye! Larry Wright. 92-85 San Antonio.
Neither team can pull away from any length of time as both teams are answering. They can't seem to stop each other defensively. Wes Unseld, number 41 for the Bullets, is checked back in.
Charles Johnson, that means Dandridge moves to guard.
Exactly, and they're going to try to cool off Gervin so he can't go inside on the smaller Bullet guards.
Silas. Hayes the rebound. Now to Larry Wright. 92-85. To Bobby Dandridge in the lane. And Paultz with a rebound. Gervin. They've got a 2-on-1 break. Gervin. 94-85 San Antonio by 9.
He's virtually unstoppable as he has 38 points on 15 of 27 shooting.
Unseld to Ballard. And Ballard got the open shot underneath. Nice Unseld pass. Bullets down by 7 with 7:07 to play.
You're up 7. You got to feel pretty good right now.
Oh, you know, we had a little confidence. I mean, we felt that we can really take it on to the next level here.
You got 38 points, so you're in the flow of everything. Then the bottom falls out.
And the bottom falls. I think somebody else starts shooting.
Are you concerned that he's got this many points this late in the game?
No, because that wasn't unusual for him to have a lot of points. But our confidence was still high because, you know, after coming from being behind 3-1, you know, we just had the confidence that some kind of way we were going to get back in this, that it was going to be a defensive play or something that was going to allow us to get back in it. So we still felt very good being only down by 7 with maybe 4 or 5 minutes to go.
Well, when we come back to Game 7 of the 1979 Eastern Conference Finals, time is quickly winding down. Welcome back to Game 7 of the 1979 Eastern Conference Finals. The San Antonio Spurs, playing the biggest game of their franchise, continue to lead the defending champion Bullets as the fourth quarter ticks down to the classic ending.
Mike Green, they'll give him the shot.
4 seconds left on a 24-second clock, 2.
Didn't count. 24-second violation.
So they bring the playmaker Henderson back in when it counts to get things going. Be him and Dandridge in the backcourt.
By the Bullets trying to cut it to 3. Greg Ballard. Played by Gervin. Bobby Dandridge played by Keenan. Shoots it. Bullseye! 94-91. 30 for Dandridge. San Antonio by 3.
Here's where the set offense is so important. When you need a basket, you got to go to guys who know what their teammates are doing and can rebound accordingly.
Big hoop by Silas. 96-91. San Antonio by 5. 4:13 to play in the game.
They'll go inside Elvin.
They'll double team. Ballard. And the big rebound by Keenan. Now we're under 4 minutes to play in San Antonio by 5. Gervin. What a big hoop. 40 for Gervin. 98-91 San Antonio. Danvers to the basket. Fouled. Bobby drew the foul. 3-team foul. San Antonio, they lead by 7 with 3:39.
Danvers operating in the open field from the guard spot. Then push the ball down the floor, handle it well, turns the corner and draws the foul. So Bobby D, who had 20 at halftime, has followed up with 10 more points and is the guy the Bullets look for when the things get going tough.
31 for Danvers. 98-92. 98-93. San Antonio by 5 with 3:38 to play in the game. Oh, big hoop again.
A little more than 3 minutes to go. Spurs are up 7. That confidence level's still just beaming, isn't it?
Well, I mean, we still had confidence that we can pull it off. But, things started to pick up. Bobby started to hit, and get some easy buckets.
That had to concern you guys, though, because during the regular season, he's not known as a big scorer, a little less than 20. Now he's in his 30s in scoring, so you can't stop him now.
See, but he's known for crunch time. When they needed a bucket, they usually always inserted Bobby to have the opportunity. So, we knew he can put the ball in the basket.
This mano-a-mano matchup here is really starting to materialize. Did you think it would turn out to be you and George scoring against each other?
Well, it was the matter of scoring against each other. It was just a matter of us both trying to help our teams win. And that was the expectation, of me from my teammates. They expected me to play well going down the stretch and to be that leader on the court. And I just relished the idea of playing well in clutch situations.
You guys are resilient, though. You're still up 7. You still have to feel pretty good, even though you're on the road.
Yeah, but, we knew that we was playing against some experienced guys, and, to put the game in this situation, we knew that these guys could play. And coming down the stretch, I didn't score as much, and it was really time to get everybody else involved for I can really have a situation to where maybe I can take a last-second shot or something, so Bobby and them kept coming.
Were you concerned that he was scoring as much as he was?
Well, I never was concerned about nobody scoring, But I knew Bobby could score, and I knew Bobby can score during crunch time. That's been his history. So it was a matter of us double teaming and trying to get the ball out of his hand, but he kept it in his hand.
Well, when we come back, things just starting to heat up in Game 7. We'll be back with the dramatic conclusion of the 1979 Eastern Conference Finals. Welcome back to the NBA's greatest games. The San Antonio Spurs are on the verge of reaching their first ever NBA Finals as they lead Bobby's Bullets by 6 with under 2 minutes to play. As a packed house at the Cap Center holds its collective breath on every play. Let's pick up the action.
So the Bullets' reign as champion now is really on the line. Down by half a dozen, only 2:05 to play in the game.
2 minutes left in the game. 2 minutes.
Now to Bobby Danvers with 1:57. Danvers, tip, Ballard tipped it in to keep the Bullets alive. San Antonio by 4 with 1:49. Keenan, loose ball, foul against San Antonio. Loose against San Antonio with 1:38. Those 2 foul shots. I think it may be Unseld.
That's fouls on Paul, so Unseld shooting. Keenan took a shot over Hayes. Good defensive effort by Hayes. Paulson, in pursuit of that loose ball, comes over the back of Unseld.
Wes Unseld on the line now. Pressure foul shots with 1:38. 103-100. San Antonio by 3. By 2. 103-101. 1:37 to play.
Anybody's ball game, a lot of time left. Here's where you want to execute your plays and minimize your turnovers.
Blocking foul against San Antonio. In a minute 24, and the Bullets call timeout.
Spurs are leading by 2, but how big was that call on Billy Pulse?
Oh, that was big time. I think that really turned the momentum of the game. It gave them another opportunity at the basket, and a great acting job.
Did you sense momentum was starting to shift right then?
Well, we had started to get back in the game maybe a minute before that, but that's an example of what I had said earlier about us knowing that some kind of way, and it was going to be a defensive move that got us back in the game, and that was the play for us.
How's that confidence level now on the San Antonio bench?
Starting to go all the way.
Yeah. When we come back, the final dramatic moments of the final game of the 1979 Eastern Conference Finals.
In the Bullets now with Ballard. Gervin overplays him on top. Inside to Dandridge. Dandridge tied the game with a minute 10.
That's great execution of a play. The Bullets cross their forwards underneath, bringing Dandridge loose. That's the kind of plays you need when things get tough and you can't hear anybody out there.
Dietrich. Gervin. Bobby Dandridge. Alvin Hayes changed Gervin's shot. 45 seconds.
Bullets call a play. They call a play. They want everybody in the right spot at the right time. A foul right here will decide the game.
Who's fouled? They fouled Ballard with 36 seconds. Alvin Hayes picked up Gervin coming through the lane. Changed his shot. Big play in the game, and now this play. Ballard fouled by Gervin. He's 2 for 5 at the line. Bullseye! The Bullets lead by 1. 36 seconds. They're going crazy in Maryland.
Nobody ever figured the Bullets even come back 3-1. Now they're in a good spot to win it.
Bullseye! 33 seconds. Game tied with 25 seconds.
So the Spurs have lost the lead. It's now tied. Are you going to give him credit for his defense now?
Yeah, I'm going to give him credit for his defense. I'm going to give also Tommy Henderson. It
was a group effort.
It was a group effort, I tell you.
That's about as good as it's going to get, Bob.
Yeah, well, he's right. It took a whole team to guard him, because you didn't know when he was going to shoot.
So what's Dick Motta say in the huddle now? You're the go-to guy? You know you're getting the ball?
Well, it was like, he didn't have to say anything because nobody else stepped forward to say, I want the shot. And so, when we took it out, Dick just said, well, Dandridge, what do you want to do? And we proceeded to walk back to the floor. And the thing that I remember the most was that we brought it across half court, and I gave it to Tom Henderson, and he threw it right back to me. He said, you don't think I'm going to take this shot? And from there, that's just basically history. I was able to drive to the corner with Gervin and Keenan hanging on my arm.
All right, we're down to the final seconds. Dick Motta is about to put the ball in the game in Bobby's hands. The Spurs will do everything they can to stop him.
All right, Keenan comes out to play Dandridge. 18-17, 16-15. To Dandridge, 11, 10. Dandridge, bullseye!
The Bullets are up 2 with 7 seconds to play, and the cry in the Cap Center is defense.
7, 6. Silas. Hayes blocked it!